In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I plan my week using Notion. I made a video like this around this time last year, and because I was super busy, it was not released until around 7 or 8 months ago. That video was the first ever video of mine that actually did quite well to the homepage of YouTube. So people actually found my content through that video and not through the search. It's really exciting to be sharing with you an update to that video because at the time I didn't have the Notion template that I've since developed. At the time, I was working with a physical daily planner which had some elements that I really liked and have incorporated since into this system. Then I had the starter version of the Notion template that I have now in terms of my task management. I do recommend checking out that video because it has a really good step-by-step of how I manage my week in terms of my tasks and projects and just general task management in Notion. I have a second video that does the same. This video is more focused on the idea of weekly scheduling with the other elements incorporated as well. And I'm so excited to share it with you. From the homepage, I'm heading into the This Week page. This will be where I do my weekly planning. The first thing that I want to just show you in case you haven't seen this template before is that there's these nice kind of mini calendars as part of the template, and this feels more like a bullet journal. I have my 12-week goals that I'm working on at the moment. These are for mid-October towards the end of January. These are the habits that I'm tracking at the moment on a weekly basis. And then we have daily places for leaving a little journal, habit tracking as well for daily habits, and then the scheduling. And then finally, we have a place to plan tasks for given days of the week. The first thing that I'm going to do is a weekly review for the past week. What's nice about these new forms in Notion is that it feels like the kind of journaling that you might get in a daily planner or a weekly planner. Having these in Notion, you can compare over the table across different weeks and see if there's any reoccurring themes. The first thing that I'm going to do is my review for this current week, which started on the 6th. Looking through my weekly reflection is so important because there'll be a lot that happens in a given week that when you don't take the time to acknowledge it, you can lose sight of those. Whether that's some things that went really well in the week that you'd like to make sure that you continue doing, or things that didn't really go so well that you maybe want to reflect on and see if there's any possible change that could happen. The accomplishments that I had this week were getting through all of the tricky work around the exam results delivery and doing the staff contracts. And I feel like I managed my task list really effectively this week. The challenges that I had was definitely just the feeling of wanting to procrastinate around difficult tasks. And in terms of overcoming them, I found that my system in Notion was really important for helping to prioritize things. Having things marked down as high priority was really important. But also when I was using the daily planner, I found that putting in what my top priorities for the day were really helped me focus on like what actually has to happen because there's lots of work I could be doing at any given time, but focusing on the biggest ticket items is really helpful. In terms of what I was grateful for this week, it was yoga. I think yoga is literally my saving place at the moment, and it's important for me to continue making time for it in my schedule. I was grateful for Jack for the solace he provides when I'm feeling stressed, and also for my dog Lola. She was sick this week and I got to spend some time looking out for her. Self-care this week, I said, yes, I did take care of myself, mainly through yoga, but also making time for housework and feeling like the housework isn't getting in on me. I also made time this week to tidy up this office space, which has been like a place that I've been hating to walk into for quite some time because there's just been stuff piling up and piling up. And I finally cleared out a lot of things, went through all the drawers and did that. And that was really good. Goals, I said I didn't spend much time on my goals this week. It was too busy a week for it, was what I said. And I think that's okay to happen from time to time, but it can't be the kind of thing that happens every week. Improvements, I said I think I did everything I could have this week. It was just the week that was in it. It was always going to be the way it was. But again, I can't have every week be like it was this week. And then next steps, I said finishing research responsibilities because that's going to be my main focus for next week. My main time to get that goal finished will be this next week and a little bit of the following week. Now you can see that we have this entry. This is where I did that weekly review. That's now come up here under these weekly reviews, and it's got the little mini calendars there in there as well. So I'm going to just rename this as week 2, 2025. I'm going to now do my weekly review of all of my tasks and projects. So I use this weekly review template and I'm just going to open this to full page. This is where I'm going to go through a brain dump of all of my tasks and then organize them as needed. I'm also then going to review all my projects, see if there's any that need to be moved in terms of status, and if there's any that I need to add tasks to. The list of projects currently on my project list, in terms of ones that have been started, the conference that I went to in Cambridge, I have one last task to do to submit my expenses and get refunded for my expenses. And I just need to do that. I need to do that this week. Handover for research is another project that I want to finish this week. Then I have the March production that we're working on. That's going to be ongoing for the next couple months. So that's not going to get done anytime soon. This video, The Weekly Plan with Me, is going to get done, within the next couple of days. We're in the process of contacting and hiring a mortgage broker. I have a goal to read more this year, and because I also have a goal to spend less, one of the ways that I'm going to do that is by joining a library, and I just need to go with my documents and just actually get it done. There's a couple of other projects then around processes within the business that I'm trying to improve and kind of just put together like a handbook for when I eventually want to pass this work on to somebody else. And that's the new customer journey, enrollment process, exams procedure, complaint management, incidents management, inbox management. I need to update our projections and general, like bigger financial things. And then payroll outsourcing as well. I have a couple of projects within this brand. So I have a couple of videos upcoming that I need to work on. I still need to make my longer walkthrough video for the template, which I doubt I'm going to be able to do this week because of the training that I have to do. And I didn't get it done this week because it was such a big, heavy week of work in the business. Same thing for marketing on Ins and making any kind of documentation or videos to go along with the templates as well. I am working on the financial dashboard for the template, and that's something that I hopefully will be kind of releasing as an extension in February. And then outside of those still projects that I have would be my email that I've had for 9 years through my university is expiring, and it's like my main email. I need to figure out a way to figure out all of the things that are connected to that email and then move them over to a different email, which is such a pain. And that's end of February that's happening. I have then, as part of my goal to audition for drama schools, I still have to do 2 of my applications, and that's definitely not going to get done this week. But I'm presuming the next week will be the time for that because otherwise we are running way out of time for those. Those are my current projects that I have on the go at the moment. There's a couple of projects that are paused at the moment. So these are ones that I don't have any action I could really take right now, but will be working on at some point soon. A couple around like birthdays and holidays and events. Jack's birthday is in April. My 30th is at the end of this year. It's my mom's 60th this year. We're planning on taking a holiday in June. We have 2 weddings. Then I'm going through a diagnosis process, which is just waiting for the consultation appointment. We have a performance that'll be on in the business the following term, which there's no action for right now. I want to set up a bank account for this brand work, but I'm just waiting for some filing that needs to go through for the company itself. My 2024 tax return will need to be done, but that won't be done till later on in this year. We're waiting on results to be reviewed for the exams that we had in the business, and there's no action on that. And same way, I'm waiting for some vetting forms to come back, but there's no further action on those at the moment. The other things that I'll do as part of this review is I'll review my habits for the week. So it's currently Friday and I still have 2 days left to fill in, but I'm doing pretty well in my habits so far because I only had the 2 habits this week of practicing yoga 5 times and then doing low spend 7 times or 7 days. And I think I'll be able to manage this low spend for the next 2 days, but I'll wait and I'll fill these out at the end of the week. I also like to review the tasks and projects completed. I have a fair number of projects that were bigger projects that I needed to do this week. And those were the ones that I ended up getting completed and moved from either in progress or backlog into done. I also have an area to do any kind of review of my goal progress. And what I would do in this area would be take the weekly goal scorecard and move it into this area for my 4 or 5 12-week goals that I'm going for at the moment. But because I started using this template like halfway through my 12-week year goals, it didn't really make sense for me to start tracking the progress all of a sudden. So I'm actually just not doing the weekly scorecard at the moment, which is not good practice, but it's one that I'm going to implement in my next round, which starts in February. I'm going to ignore that for the moment, but I'm going to do my review of my tasks. So doing a brain dump of tasks and then sorting them and then going through my project list too. Once this is finished, then I'll return to my this week section and I'll update if I want to any of the habits that I have for the upcoming week once the next week gets generated. I have mobility practice. This is something that I want to add in for the next week. I'm going to select and it's now going to add a page for that. I can select how many times per week I'd like to do it. And then I'm just going to change the start date to next week. So that means when the new week starts, it's going to be ready to go. You could do the same thing here. So you could add in any other habits that you want and then select how many times you want to do them. Then you could move them forward to the next week. The next thing that I'm going to do is actually get started on the scheduling. This video is slightly more focused on the scheduling aspect of the week. I have this week a couple of appointments if we look forward to the week starting on Monday the 13th. I have a class starting on Tuesdays. I have first aid training for 3 days from 9:30 to 4:30. And that's going to put a real spanner in the works for my general day-to-day work-life balance. And then I have a running symposium on Saturday, which is part of my research responsibilities. I need to first add those appointments into my schedule for the week and any other appointments that I know of. I know, for example, I have a counseling appointment. I know that I'm going to be in my fam home on Monday and Tuesday. And then I've got first aid training for these 3 days. And the time that that's going to take up will be from 9:30 to 4:30 every single day. So I'm just going to put that in for that entire time. That is already a huge amount of time being taken up. I also have this running symposium that I need to double check the start and end date of. Okay, so I filled in everything that I know. I'm just going to make it look a little bit nicer because it's obviously all very black and white at the moment. So I'm going to just give different things a color. And then I can just copy that over. Okay, that looks slightly nicer now that we've added in a little bit of color. So, important for me to look at this schedule and already be feeling overwhelmed. I like to do my planning on a Friday because it means I have the weekend to figure out what I need to do before Monday. So I can see already because I'm going to be in my family home Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm going to have this course later in the week. I'm going to need to do a lot of planning around food because I'm trying to do low spend, which means I don't want to be spending money on lunch and dinner outside of the house, which means I need to be a bit more on it with my meal prep than I have been in recent weeks because I'm not seeing a huge amount of time that I'm going to get to prep stuff during the week. The other thing to keep in mind is I'm not an early riser at the moment. I typically get up around 7 and I do my morning routine between 7 and 8, maybe 8:30. Even one of the days this week I didn't get up till 9. And I'm not putting any pressure on myself to wake up early, but this week it looks like I will be waking up earlier and I'll still mainly just be doing my morning routine. It's more if I want to do yoga this week or go to the gym or do any kind of extra exercise, especially since I'm imagining a lot of this first aid training is going to be sitting around, I'm going to need to get up early. I'm going to take a look at some options for yoga classes to book, and then I'm going to add those into the calendar too. Okay, so I've booked a yoga class for Monday evening and also for Thursday morning. I think this will be a challenge to get up for. I think I'm just going to have to try my best with the early start this week because I think Thursday evening, realistically, I'll need to do some more meal prepping to get me through the Friday and the Saturday. And my partner's up early on a Thursday morning anyways, so it is kind of feasible to do that. It just isn't looking too good right now. This doesn't leave me super open with the rest of my schedule. I'm going to put down my morning routine for this time of day every single day, and then slightly earlier on the Thursday. And then this time will be mostly for kind of transport, but I'll just kind of add that in as like doubling up morning routine. And then I suppose on Saturday, it'll be similar morning routine happening around then. I will ideally have my evening routine then time or in here for 9 p.m. each day. And then other plans to add to this agenda. I have an admin meeting that I need to add. At that, and that is part of my work for the company that I run. Other than that, I'm pretty open on these 2 days. I won't specifically plan out that time, but it's more to think, what will I be using these 2 days for? I got a huge amount of work for the business done this week, and I think I'll have to do a little bit of like tidying up work and admin work over these 2 days. But the main work that realistically needs to be done next week will be research work. And that's going to be tying in with my goal to finish my research responsibilities. That's pretty much the main focus of next week, is to wrap up all of that stuff. I think I want to put the majority of the day on Tuesday for that work. The other thing that I'm thinking about looking at this schedule is I don't really have any time to work on my content creation work this week. I really regret signing up to this course, but it was literally mandatory. It's just coming at a really unfortunate time of year where I still have the research work to finish and we're quite busy in the drama schools. It's just a lot to try and consider. I think what I could end up doing would be to spend time on Sunday, but it would mean trying to film, edit, and upload a video on Sunday, which I don't really do anymore because Sundays are like a personal care day. The other option would be to try and film on Monday, which is definitely an option, but I don't want to take away from the research work that I do need to do. I think probably the most sensible thing would be to try and film on the Monday, maybe take a little bit of time for that work around lunchtime, maybe a little bit later in the day. But other than that, I don't really have anything else that I need to put into the schedule specifically. The other thing that I sometimes like to consider is, are there any specific tasks that I want to move to specific days? I definitely want to put the kind of handover work into this work on Tuesday. I want to get all of that stuff done. As for the rest of the work that I have in terms of tasks at the moment, I don't realistically think I'm going to get any of this work done this week. If there's anything quick I could do, I could add this into my admin work for the Monday. And then I know I need to, maybe I'll add in film a video here. And this would be for my habits video. And context would be content creation. Anything else that needs to be added in? Realistically, I don't think so. I think all of those are going to have to stay where they are until the next week. This wasn't a very exciting one in terms of looking at these, task planning, because sometimes if I have a lot of admin work in a week to do, I will be able to just throw a load of tasks onto Monday. At the moment, I'm not foreseeing a huge amount of admin work to take place on Monday, which is kind of rare, but I'm really glad to see that. And then the real focus of the week will be research. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, realistically, not really any work getting done. I think if I end up squeezing in an hour of admin, it'll be probably just in that kind of morning time each day, or potentially in the lunchtime each day. That's pretty much it for me for this planning video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.